Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I want you guys to listen to this lecture by Rigathi Gachagua because I want to talk about it.
Luo ni watu wazuri sana. Nyinyi mumesoma sana. Mumekula samaki, akili yenu iko juu zaidi. Na nyinyi mko na maprofesa na madaktari. Lakini mimi ni rafiki yenu. Nataka nimwambie nyinyi, huyu Kasongo ana shida huko kwenu vile alikuwa na shida hapa. Alikuja hapa akatudanganya na Biblia. Alikuwa anaiba nyimbo zetu. Alikuwa hata anaongea Kikuyu, akatuweka kwa box. Tukampatia kula milioni 4, akatupiga teke. Nyinyi Wajaluo, huyu Kasongo akimalizana na nyinyi mtakuja kuniambia. Juzi ameiba hoteli ya Rafael Tuju, Mjaluo kutoka huko Siaya. Jana usiku Rafael Tuju ametekwa nyara, wanataka kumuua. Sasa niulize nyinyi Wajaluo, huyu Kasongo ameumiza watu ya Mlima mkiona? Sisi tumempatia kula milioni 4, nyinyi mtu kwa kula 1.5. Mkipatia ya kura atakuja kuumiza nyinyi. Amemaliza ODM, amemaliza biashara yenu na nyinyi mnacheza na yeye. Sisi naibia nyinyi siri tu. What you do with the information is up to you.
Rigathi Gachagua is known to be a truthful man. What's your take about that speech by Rigathi Gachagua? But first of all, I want to talk about the abduction in quotes of Rafael Tujo. Yesterday on this platform, I did an analysis about that abduction. And there's a point I made in my video that there was no way William Ruto's government would abduct Rafael Tujo, realistically speaking, when the president was in Nyanza. Because President Ruto is trying so hard to win the support of the Luo nation. And therefore, anything that would attack or will hurt the Luo nation, he was never going to allow. So Rafael Tuju emerged today, and from all indications, Rafael Tuju was not abducted. But I don't want to rule out the possibility that some vehicle was following him. I placed some phone call yesterday after my analysis, and I was told Tuju was hiding somewhere. The only thing was that these guys thought that he was hiding in his house, because according to what I was told was that, he had switched off his phone while in his house. And that can explain why the officers wanted to access the house. So the most important thing is that Rafael Tuju is safe, sound. He slept yesterday without any problem. Let us hope that we will never witness again the era of abduction. But now let us talk about the speech by Rigathi Gachagua.
Mimi na hurumia Wajaluo. Nyinyi Wajaluo. Nyinyi Wajaluo. Simuulize sisi. Alikuwa hapa na Biblia. Anasema mwadhani agosho. Gaine mwega. Na hindi siode. Sisi tukamwamini, tukampatia kura zetu. Akatugeuka. Nimeona hapo kwenu kila siku. Anapika samaki ati mfikirie anapenda nyinyi. Hapa kwetu alikuwa amejifunza mpaka kupika mutura. By the time we realized we had been conned. So tunaona yeye huko kila siku, tunahurumia nyinyi. Akimalizana na nyinyi mtatuambia. Ask us, our Luo nation brothers. Talk to us. Ask us, who is this man? We will tell you. He came here and deceived us. He was here every Sunday, in every church with the 2 million shillings. Siku hizi hakujangi hapa. Sasa amehamia kwa Wajaluo. Kila siku ako huko, hata leo ako huko. Same thing, same strategy, same trick, same conmanship, same script, same results. Nyinyi Wajaluo, haya. Sisi hatutaki nyinyi mabaya, ni marafiki zetu. You are Kenyans. But we are telling you, talk to us. Rafael Tuju is one of your own. Amenyang'anywa mali yake yote na Chebet, proxy ya William Ruto. Na nyinyi mko pale mnapigia William Ruto makofi. Na amenyang'anya mtu yenu hoteli yake. Na bado akimalizana na nyinyi mtatuambia. ODM amemaliza. 27th is the head of ODM.
Rigathi Gachagua is known to be a truthful man. And in most cases, whatever Rigathi Gachagua says turns out to be true. And even what he spoke about in this video, there's also some element of truth. He's suggesting that William Ruto had deep problems with the Kikuyu nation than with the Luos. And I think you can remember after the 2007 election, how William Ruto, the Kalenjin, and the Kikuyu were. But according to Rigathi, he still went and betrayed the Kikuyu. Not only that, Kikuyu gave him, according to his own statistics, gave him 4 million votes. The Luo can only give him 1.5 million votes. And therefore, Rigathi is suggesting that there is no way William Ruto will not disappoint the Luo nation. I want to talk about this because Rigathi Gachagua is concluding in his advice that what you do with that information is addressing the Luo nation. What you do with that information is up to you. So I'm one of the Luos. I want to talk about it. My first take is that Rigathi Gachagua is making some wrong assumption. Rigathi Gachagua is assuming that all Luos are supporting President Ruto. That is wrong. There are Luos who don't support William Ruto. Because by making that assumption, what is Rigathi Gachagua trying to tell Kenyans? That Orengo and Babu, who are leading that other camp, because they are opposed to Ruto, don't have any control. They don't have support. Or what is he trying to say? The truth is, Luos never voted for Ruto. They are now supporting Ruto. The Kikuyu nation where Rigathi Gachagua come from voted for Ruto. Now they hate him. That is basically what politics is all about. Politics is about two things: interest and betrayal. In 2022, Ruto served the political interest of the mountain. Right now, William Ruto is serving the political interest of the Luo nation. Again, in 2000 and after 2022, according to the mountain, William Ruto betrayed them. Which means if William Ruto will do the same, it will be another betrayal. Fulfilling the politics, which is normally about two things: the interest and betrayal. Those are constants in politics: betrayal and interest, and they will always be there. But Rigathi is making that wrong assumption that all Luos are opposed to Ruto. There is Babu Owino and there is James Orengo. They are leading a faction who are opposed to Ruto. Is Rigathi trying to tell us that Babu and Orengo have lost the war? That's my first take. Number two, and this is something which Rigathi should know, that probably the reason why the Luos are now supporting William Ruto is because of Rigathi Gachagua. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua, because of his mouth.
Mungu ni nani? Hapo ndio tuko. Mzee wetu Raila amepumzika. ODM imesabaratika.
Nyinyi jamii ya Wamugusi, mumeenda hasara kubwa hapo beleni. Mlikuwa hamwendi kwa meza ya kitaifa direct. Mlikuwa mnatumia broker huko ODM. Akipata serikali anakula peke yake, anamwacha kwa mataa. Kuanzia leo mumepata kiongozi, mutaenda kwa meza direct.
I want to tell you something which most people don't know. After the last election, the Luo nation were very bitter and angry with Raila Odinga for working with William Ruto. But Rigathi Gachagua has been making comments which in most cases have annoyed the Luo nation. Which in most cases, the Luo nation have been wondering, is it about the Luo or is it about Kenya or what? Anybody would tell you, and this is the fact, that Raila Odinga himself had a lot of time. Even Raila Odinga had a lot of difficult time trying to persuade the Luos to support Ruto. But every time he encountered problems, Rigathi Gachagua would always make those mistakes. Before Raila Odinga passed on, Rigathi Gachagua made a comment. Those remember. When Raila Odinga lost at AU, there were celebrations. There were people who really celebrated. That was the moment the Luo said, okay, it was not about Raila. Raila was our hero, but okay, this is how you treat him. That's okay. Rigathi is the sole reason why the Luos are against. In fact, the Luos are not supporting the united opposition because of Rigathi. And there is some other question here. Is the mountain 1 term or 2 term? Because for Rigathi, he's saying the Luo nation will regret. Is Mount Kenya 1 term or 2 term? I want anybody to answer me that today. And if Mount Kenya is 2 term, and if Mount Kenya is 1 term, why do they consistently vote for UDA candidate? Why? Because if you're opposed to something, you oppose it fully. Not way around it. So before condemning the Luo nation for supporting Ruto, Rigathi should be able to answer to the question as to why the mountain has been voting for William Ruto's party. They must. And lastly, I think there's some issues, some historical issues, which will take time, but they need to be addressed. There are some historical issues between the Luo nation and the Kikuyu nation. It began with an oath. So sometimes I look at the politics and I think like, if, for example, Rigathi was still the deputy president today because he was removed, and the sole reason why Rigathi Gachagua was removed was not because of anything. It was because of that clip of Rigathi and Johanna Ngeno. If Rigathi had not been impeached, do you think the Luo nation would be supporting William Ruto's government? I don't. Why? Because Rigathi would not have allowed them. Do not. The other day, Mama Ida Odinga was appointed to serve at the UNEP. The news came across the country, but it was much louder from the mountain that she ought not to have taken that position. Joking Ndungu, and this is what people are saying, you read them online. Joking Ndungu has been proposed for some appointments at The Hague. Nobody is talking about it badly, in the bad way. So people are asking themselves several questions from this region. But all in all, Rigathi Gachagua raised some very important questions that should be answered by the Luo nation. I don't know what to think. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.